for all I care, he could get destroyed, man.
Hey, you know what? And the Lord may cast judgment on that dude, man. Because we curse his ass too.
Yeah.
Hey, he may get gunned down like tonight, you know, or sometimes too, for doing some shit like that, man. You know? That curses ain't no joke, man.
Yeah. Shit, as it is written, not all of Israel is all of Israel.
Right.
Their entire group got cursed.
Yeah, so you know that's who your brother is. That's where you're gonna find love.
Let me get this.
You have people come over here like this across the street sometimes holding a little heart
or whatever.
You ain't getting no love.
Right.
Like the brother said, maybe in the kingdom if you're gonna be a concubine.
You know, maybe in the if you bad enough, you know. Because we gonna keep it real with you Edomite women, man, and some of you heathen women too. If you ain't juicy, you are going to the field. All right,
the wall.
And that's real. You know, some of you women really need to really get humbled. So you know, it's gonna be some years of field work. You're gonna be right there with your man, plowing the Akim's field, man. Yeah, moving rocks with your man. That's gonna be some of y'all, man. So don't get it twisted like you some type of angelic.
Might have to do the apocalypto where they're shooting they let them go.
Oh,
they let them go and they're like shooting all the stuff, throwing spears and stuff.
Right,
we might just sit out there on some lawn chairs
and be flinging shit.
Yeah.
God, let me hit this. This is Amos 9:8. Slakia, and it reads, "Behold, the eyes of the Yahweh, Slakia, the Lord Yahweh, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, saith Yahweh." All right, so pretty much, man, like the brothers was saying, you know, this is a sinful nation, man. It's never been a more sinful nation than America. All right, and don't get me wrong, there's some wicked shit that goes on in Europe and a lot of the other continents as well. A lot of you heathens are doing a lot of wicked shit, but nobody touching America, man. All right,
that's right.
So let me read Salakia, brother. Hey, will you grab Sirach 2 and 4 from me, y'all? So, and this is down to 9. And it reads, "For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among the nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth." All right? Pretty much getting into, brother, will you grab me Zechariah 13 and 8? The water. Pretty much saying, man, you know, our nation is, and it's something more or less that's been a topic of late, that Israel's being sifted, man. All right? You got there's a sifting going on among the nation of Israel, man. The Lord is really getting rid of you undesirables, man. Which is why, like I said, man, brothers need to be in prayer constantly, because the nations, man, they rising up against Esau. All right, the prophecies are coming to pass. All right, and the Jakes who are undesirables, you catching judgment out here, man. There's some ugly motherfuckers on that bus, bro. They looking at us. Hey, I'll never understand it, but it is what it is. But like the Lord says, man, not the least grain. So the least of His flock, man, the believers, the true believers, the men that are going to be the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the elect, they're not going to fall upon the earth, man. You know, the non-believers, the ones who are raising up children that are eating bacon and bacon wrapped pork and sandwiches, bacon wrapped barbecue chicken,
double bacon pulled pork sandwiches.
Y'all, and it's not just about bacon, man. You know, all the iniquity that you commit. All right, because even some of the brothers, man, gonna have to catch judgment for what they've done. And you think you gonna slip through, not doing shit, not putting no work in, having no faith? There's no chance for you people, man. Ain't nothing for you but the stormtroopers and the missiles, man. That's it.
That's right.
You got that Sirach now? Bring that out.
This is Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 4. "Whosoever is brought upon thee, or whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Right.
And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate."
Hey, man, so we're in the low estate right now, man. So, you know, like I was saying earlier, we don't give a damn about you scoffers, man. We take it with a grain of salt. We take all the punishment cheerfully, man. We deal with the police and we slap a smile on them. You know, we catch some hell, we slap a smile on them, man. You know, we put our trust up into Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. You know, this is His game. We just pieces on the playing board. You know, when you a little kid playing with them little army men, making them do some cold shit. Oh, this nigga gonna be the coldest right here. That's how it is with Jahal Shai, man.
Yeah.
You know, he take an army piece. He's like, well, this dude is the lieutenant. This dude is the boss.
And you know what? This one, I'm gonna, you know what? 4th of July is coming up, and I know there's gonna be some loose fireworks. I'm gonna blow them up. Somebody's gonna be that one that got blown up.
He gonna be like, get blown up. You know, he gonna be the one army man with no base.
Yep.
He gotta always
you gotta sit him.
Yeah. That's how it is,
Full
man.
sit.
Take it cheerfully too. That's what the scripture says. Take it cheerfully, man. All right, this is what we do, man. Long suffering. All right, so we'll deal with it as long as Yahweh commands, man. As long as Yahweh commands us to deal with this shit, we'll deal with this shit. All right, we ain't gonna get tired or get weary and run off. You know, right? You know, we gonna do what we gotta do, man. You still holding up, Zechariah, brother? Get that for me, y'all.
This is Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
That's right. How many, y'all? Read that part again.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Like the brother said, man, 2/3 of our nation got to catch judgment, man. All right, so like we were saying, you know, some of the crew is righteous, some of the crew ain't right. You know, some of the nation of Israel is stepping correct, and some of the nation of Israel is not stepping correct. 2/3 of them got to catch judgment, man. That's scriptural. That's just the way that it is. All right, you can't you know, get emotional and catch an attitude about that shit. All right, which is the problem with Jake a lot of the time, because they always in their fields. We ain't worried about Esau because they can't do nothing that's not emotion based. You know, they eat what they want to eat, they kill what they want to kill, they act crazy as they want to act. It is what it is, man. All right, they're carnal. You know, we're spiritual. God, yeah, finish that out loud.
But the 3rd shall be left therein.
That's right. How many gonna be left?
But the 3rd shall be left therein.
1/3. 1/3 gonna be left, man. 1/3 gonna be left to go to the kingdom of heaven and take the, you know, the captives with them. All right, they conquers and pillages with them. All right, 2/3 got to get wiped out because you too wicked, man. All right, that's that sifting process. You 2/3, you getting sifted out, man. Your undesirables, you ain't coming to the kingdom, man. All right, you niggas who want to be friends with Esau and you know, hold your enemy's hands, you know, defend your enemy with a Glock 9. you ain't going to the kingdom as no king, bro. You eating missiles in America, you gonna eat bullets in America.
Or stomping.
Or a stomp down, yeah, or starvation. That's it.
That's it.
That's how that goes. No.
No, we're reading the Bible over here, man.
If you want
Watch out for that car too.
I wish you would have got hit by it.
buy some weed, bro.
Yeah, hey.
See, that's that 2/3
Hey,
shit.
then I was just about to bring out the rest of
Go
this.
ahead, bring the rest out.
And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is
Hey,
tried.
read that part one more time, bro. Because that's important right there.
And this is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire.
Through the what?
Through the fire.
So, hey, man, we about to be battle tested, man, when we get through to the end. Lord willing, that we be part of that 1/3.
God.
We gonna be some battle tested brothers, man. Because to make gold, that's a difficult process. Look it up on the internet. Watch the process. It's a difficult process. It ain't easy to make gold. You know what I'm saying? Go keep reading.
Just to find the gold is a difficult
right.
thing.
And will refine them as silver is refined,
That's right.
and will try them as gold is tried.
What happens when you get liquid gold, man? When it's liquid gold, when you done melted it down, because you gotta melt it down if you want to make like a gold bar that's all shiny and whatnot.
Well, first you gotta mine for ore, because
That's
gold
right.
is not found naturally
Fine.
in its own compound.
So you
It's
gotta
always
dig it
grounded.
out of a shitty rock, right?
And most of them, they gotta find it on the ends of the earth.
Then you gotta sift out the ore to refine it anymore. So when you actually smelt it, you get down to about 70% gold.
Right.
Then you have to scrape the slag off. let it cool down.
Once you melt it up, well, but my point being, when you melt it and it becomes liquid, all the trash in it comes to the
dirt
top,
just
right?
floats to the top. You gotta
Right.
scrape that shit
Or it
off.
burns off.
Yeah, or it burns off. And what happens
Yeah,
when
smoke
you
it, yeah.
when you scrape
Well,
that off,
or just,
brother? You know, you
scrape
get a
it off,
refined
smokes it.
gold,
Actually
and
melts
you
it
let
up.
that cool, and then you got you a beautiful gold bar.
Heavy cleaning.
Con.
And it's pure.
And what kind of purification you got to go through? The fire, man. So it's a double meaning really, because more or less like the 2/3 who are dirty, they're gonna be purged through the fire too, man. But
Yeah, I
we gonna
gotta
go
sip.
through. Con.
That's them dust.
Con.
I gotta sip.
There's some more on that though, right, brother?
Con.
And then grab that step, bro.
Go.
Then they shall call on my name, and I will hear them.
That's right.
I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
Right. So it's us, man. We calling on the Lord's name now, man. Yahweh Bashem is our power, man. You know, example. We just more or less saw an example of that today, man. Any brother could have caught a bullet today. You know,
Or rest from the cops.
or been lifted for some bullshit. But the Lord plucked us right out of that, man. That's the pop, man. Just
Yeah, because there were
man.
many more of them
Right.
than there are us.
And when you have the faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, you really do. You catch little miracles, man, that you don't even really notice, and you just get plucked out of shit
Really,
repeatedly,
anytime.
man. You know.
Anytime you step out your door, you catch
That's right,
a
man.
miracle, you know?
Anytime you make it to your destination without getting murdered, man, or just without crashing your whip, man.
Can I say something, brother?
Go ahead, real quick.
Because I'm, I work in construction. I do electrical work,
That's right.
and we were doing the arc flash training class, and they were telling you all these stories about people, basically if there's anything wrong with the electrical and you're messing with it, it could get like 10,000 times, no, not 10,000, like 1,000 times or something like that, hotter than the sun in your face.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it could be anything with the electrical work. So, hey, and there was another story about a guy who was leaning on a fence, and he pointed as the electrician showed up, and he's like, hey, it's over there. And electricity jumped out of it, hit him in the finger. So there's miracles all day long. You have to have faith. It's all in the Lord's hands.
Sorry, what?
And you know what's funny about that? Is that even in the restroom, you got electrical outlets.
Because it's Esau trying to contain a force that isn't meant for them to do that.
Yeah, that's like when I was working construction, and electricians we were doing demolition. Electricians are supposed to turn off all the outlets before we go in. So we're over cutting down all the steel frames, and I get to an outlet. So I cut it, and next thing you know, fucking shit flashes like the outlets were live. I'm using bolt cutters, so I could have died doing that shit.
Hey, that
Lord,
happens to me at least once a month.
And you know what it is, man.
That's
It's that faith, man. The Lord is
He's blessing you with more time.
with more time. Man.
That's another attack on Esau's deathbed, though. That's another nail, because he's trying to be like the Most High.
Yeah,
He's trying to harness something that's way above him. You shouldn't have no business doing that. Doing that shit.
You got that set?
I do.
All right.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me,
That's right.
and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit,
That's right.
that they may add sin to sin.
Hey, and that's all that the nation of Israel does, man. They take sin and they add on to it. All right. They take counsel, and it's counsel about how to stop this word. It's counsel about how to teach something that is not the truth. Okay. They teach people. They don't teach the nations. They don't teach the Bible in entirety. They don't deal with the bloodlines of who your father is
Or the spirit.
or the spirit. They don't do any of that. They tell you smooth things. They take your money, all right, and that's the end. Well, that's what we got, man. We're on YouTube. That's it, pretty much. You can get in touch with us on YouTube at any point. No, you're good. And like we were saying, man, the nations, all they do is add sin to sin. They sleep. They commit adultery. Okay. They commit other fornications with other doctrines. All right. They don't follow the laws, commandments, and statutes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
That's right.
All right, which is the Lord's true name in the Paleo Hebrew, because there's no J's in Hebrew. Okay. Just for edification purposes.
But he would have you rather believe a lie than the truth.
That's right.
He wants you to do that because he's the devil.
So
That's what devil means.
He's doing his job.
Jump to that.
I got a little bit more on that. Just a little
Finish that
bit.
and then get what you got, brother.
Just to reiterate the point that you're making, that walk to go down into Egypt, and America being New Egypt, it's modern Egypt.
That's right.
And have not asked at my mouth, I got it, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And okay. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
That's right.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Hey, and that's the concept, man. All right. What happened when the Egyptians had faith in Pharaoh's decisions when they were dealing with the Israelites? All right. Death is. Hey, ain't no Muslims over here. Shut your ass up.
You about to go into slavery, boy.
Hey. Ain't no Muslims over here, bro.
Don't worry about it. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Exactly. Hey, you see, that's
an ignorant ass.
That's an ignorant mind state to be in.
That's why he's crippled.
Right.
That's right.
That's an ignorant mind state to be in. The man has no idea. The man has no idea that we're reading from the Holy Bible, which the Egyptian country, okay, America, is sworn under. You know, the nation he loves and probably serves so much, and he has no idea that it's the Bible. Hey, that's the dumbest thing. Hey, man, you Edomites are the dumbest people on earth, man.
That's the most ignorant.
It's because last time.
Because ain't none of us look like an Arab.
Right.
He got cut with the sword of the Bible.
Yeah, let's keep it to the script.
Let's
keep the script like we saying. Nobody cares
about
the
scripts.
script.
That's just a scholar.
So look, like the brother was reading, when the Egyptians,
Like I said, keep it to
when
the
the
script.
Egyptians, such as how this man has the faith in America, the same concept, okay? The same concept, that's what got the Egyptians destroyed. Being like him. You know what I'm saying? Having that low level, we'll trust whatever the Egyptians say type vibe, that's what got you destroyed, man. And America's got that same vibe to it, man.
And you know what's so ignorant?
That ignorant bliss following of this nation and its concepts, man.
And you know what's so ignorant? Is America is the one that controls ISIS.
That's right.
They're the ones that control Al Qaeda.
They control all of that.
You know?
Okay, your so-called terrorist sects are all paid for by your American government.
And I'm sorry your government fucking destroyed your body and now you're in a fucking walker because you got some Agent Orange dropping you in Vietnam.
That's right.
And I ain't gonna dog the man, but more or less, man, that's why you lost. All right?
Because they weren't ready for guerrilla warfare.
Your own people have straight sold you out.
And they should have been over there.
Right.
Yeah, because we started the war to go into Vietnam.
Go ahead.
We
brother.
sank the ship.
We sank our own shit. That was that's why it's so mad.
And then we got a couple. All right. And then hold it, because we can jump on this. Go ahead, bring that out real quick, and then Kyle Toss got one. We'll go back to y'all.
I got it.
One by Isaiah, right?
Come.
This is Isaiah out of the Holy Bible, which we read. 41 and 15.
Hey, this dude is funny.
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument.
That's right.
Having teeth.
That's right.
Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small.
That's right. Who's the mountains? These punk ass governments, man. All right. Even. Hey, you going into captivity?
You're in your heaven. Enjoy your life. Go to the Bahamas.
And shall make the hills as chaff.
That's right.
Chaff, that's chaff right there.
All right, let me get a scripture for him. This is Psalms.
Hey, we already
Chapter 1, 39 and verse 19. Because last time he was out here, when we read, and Jacob did he love and Esau did he hate, he said that means preferred.
That's right.
It says, surely thou wilt slay the wicked.
That's right.
That's
Oh
right.
God, depart from me therefore, ye bloody men.
And the wicked.
And who's the wicked?
That's a bloody man right there.
Who fought Vietnam? Who raped the innocent young little Chinese women?
That's right.
He wants to call him in falsehood.
Hey,
Get off the drugs and come over here and talk to us.
Like a man.
The Bible
Trust
clearly.
your government
Hey,
who's
bro,
killing you
chill
right
out.
now.
Hey, y'all, Malak, just be cool, bro.
Come over here then.
Malak, keep order, Fuck him.